Like that was not my intention. I was not planning to just dip out on Diablo 4, but it's like instead of just let me play the game and stuff, it was like you must now go in here and paste in a secret authentication code for reasons, and I'm just like, why? You didn't even let me get to the title screen. Like, I didn't even get a chance to be like, I want to make a character. Okay, Mistress Maria will take us to Dark Ward, or Night Ward, which we are in the level range for. I don't know that I want to start Night Ward just yet. I think this is actually where we're gonna... Let me put the controller down, I don't need that. I think this is where we are actually gonna go do Bloody Bay real quick. We need to look around Bloody Bay, do the zone event, and maybe a couple of missions on top of that. So we are gonna rock that. But yeah, you know, there's some cool stuff in First Ward, man. I hope you all enjoyed the First Ward journey with me. It's not always easy stuff in this area. Some of those missions are kind of tough, and they get worse, they get tougher in Night Ward, but that's okay. We're gonna pop to Sharkhead and take the helicopter from there. That's got some drink, amazing. Alright, let's go to Bloody Bay. So Bloody Bay is a cool zone. It's got these meteors in it, and the meteors are guarded by Shivans and stuff. It's all very dope. This guy will give you random missions. We'll go ahead and take a Patrol Bloody Bay mission. This guy gives you the zone event. So now we are well armed. We got two things we can work on. The first thing we're going to do, from down here, grab the meteor and the exploration badge, and then we're going to loop around. And maybe, if we're feeling a little cray-cray, we'll do a bunker. So here's the meteor. You're like, alright, what do you do with the meteor? Well, you come over here, you go, click. And if everything works, you get a meteor chunk, just like that. Let's see, the badge over here is right upstairs. I'm trying to get up to that. And the reason you want to do the zone event is it gives you basically the best temporary power in the game. The ability to summon a big Shivan to fight for you. Whenever you get into a fight with a boss that's super tough or whatever, Shivans will see you through. Now there's bunkers on the map. You can see the areas they're at here. We'll run through one of them over here. So once you get all the ore samples, you come into here and you beat up the defenses, you use the computer that's inside the bunker, and bada boom. Okay, there's the Restless badge. We got Mostly Harmless, we got Restless. Right, I did get the First Ward badges for beating stuff up while I was there. Seemed easy enough. Get the exploration badge. There it is, all consuming. Now let's come over here and let's hit the ore extractor. Come on, dude, hit it. There we go. Did we lose? Was it not working? Stop. Right here. The geometry gets kind of fiddly over here with these things sometimes. Okay, we got two down. Way back in the day, before side switching, before that mission in Rikti Warzone that has longbow in it, if Hero wanted the longbow kill badge, they had to come here and have a villain taunt longbow for, or confuse them, so that they could then turn around and punch longbow. That is actually how I got a lot of badge progress to the villain badge on my hero way back. Yeah, longbow base is over here on this island across the way. You can see it. It's huge. It's gigantic. We're going to just go around it because I don't want to have to fight. We got 4 badges so far. We're going to come get this patrol marker I got. We'll grab this exploration badge, that plaque, the meteor. It's kind of doing it the opposite. Normally I come in from the hero side because I usually just play like vigilantes in this game. So we're kind of doing it, you know, opposite day for how I normally roll. Also, I love these little doors because they'll fall off and you can ragdoll the heck out of them. Okay, let's get the plaque that's right over here. Now, I don't know why anybody still lives in this place. People do, man. I guess they're trapped here. You know, they don't got the resources to get out. Seems to me like Longbow or somebody... This is for the swashbuckler badge, by the way. Seems to me like Longbow or somebody would just be like, hey, we're going to evacuate all of you. And then you just get them out. There can't be that many people here. There can only be a couple hundred left. But, you know, whatever. This badge is in the tunnel right here. See? That's ghoulish. Some ghoulish goulash. You know, I think I've only eaten goulash once in my life, and I was profoundly disappointed in it. It turns out goulash is just chili without the chili. Alright, we're going to come down here. Hit that patrol marker. Get these 2 badges in the meteor. Let's get the meteor first. I don't want to accidentally aggro a bunch of stuff while I'm trying to do this. Out of range. Come on. Don't. Got it. Alright. Now, what am I looking for here? I forget what these badges are. Boom. She's right there. And this other one is up on a rooftop. They disable your temporary travel powers when you're in here, so we'll actually have to jump up to it. Which is not that big of a problem. There we go. So we got Burgermeisterin down there. Here Burgers was once the best fast food restaurant in Ocean View before the island was evacuated and abandoned. This doesn't look abandoned. There's still people here. And then imploding. Patrol Bloody Bay is over here. We'll grab this marker. I always like doing these little patrol missions in PvP zones because they're just kind of fun to just run around and maybe, you know, you run into somebody while you're doing it and you have a fight. It hasn't really been true since live, but it was okay. Old school PvP was some of the most fun you could have in this game. Over there? Alright. Well, I'm gonna get this last meteor here. And then we'll go beat up some turrets and cash this puppy in. Now we got all 6. You see how glowy we are? Somebody could come beat us up and take our pieces. That's one of the things that's supposed to be incentivized in this zone. Just like in Warburg, you're running around. Somebody can take like your access codes off of you. That is a lot of taunts hitting this thing, isn't it? I'm kind of worried that these are all going to respawn. Because it looks like someone might have killed one of the turrets over here. Maybe. This is the bunker I usually use when I'm doing this, by the way. It just seems to be the most convenient. Yeah, I definitely feel like somebody's been over here punching these turrets. Which just means worst case scenario, we have to re-punch them all. That's okay. Just keeping an eye out. At least having a damage aura like this, if somebody rolls in on Stalker, there's a pretty good chance it'll pop them out of their stealth. Just somebody standing over there, just chilling. Up, see all the turrets pop back in. Alright, well that's okay. If somebody's like interacted with this stuff before, then that can happen to you. It's not a big deal. And I don't think that anybody does that maliciously. I think it just happens. You know, you go like bouncing by, you aggro it, maybe you stop and kill one or something, then you keep going. Not a big deal. At least we're not getting like boss turrets and stuff. 'Cause that can happen. A bunch of minion turrets are nice and quick. What if they changed that? I would have expected to have seen something else here than just all these minion turrets. Not that I'm complaining. I want to make that clear. That is not a complaint. Okay, let's go stab the anti-personnel turrets real quick. Wow, we did not hit the turret with our heal thing, did we? Now, of course, the one thing that makes some of this kind of complicated and maybe a little more difficult than it needs to be is that when you're here in Bloody Bay, you're following PvP rules, which are slightly different from regular rules, even when you're fighting PvE. So your defenses are probably not as strong, that sort of thing. Okay, we've got our ore sample. We take this back to the scientist who gave us the job. Then we'll get our temp power. And we did select to patrol Bloody Bay. So let's finish this patrol up. And then we can report back to both those dudes when we get there. Being a PvP zone, everything is set like to a fixed level. Like you're set to 25, everybody else is set to a level in relation to that. So you can't come in here and fight a bunch of Greycons or anything to just get a bunch of kills or whatever. Back in the day, this is like the place to come manually hunt Shivans, and a little pain in the butt. Alright, we just got the most wanted badge for that patrol. Oh, that's another part of PvP rules. Your hold or your Mez Protect becomes Mez Resist. So instead of having like Mag 8 hold protection, I got like Mag whatever, like plus 100 protection or something, which means the duration is short, but I still get hit by the Mez. And they did that because if you get Mezzed, it kind of sucks, right? Like you get in there and there's nothing you can do. And well, that's lame. Okay, he just gave us hyper stealth for that. And we just got our Shivan power right here. If you use this summons a big Shivan to come fight for you, which is pretty cool. You get all the badges? We missed that one, didn't we? Razzin' frazzin'. Right, imploding. That one's lobbyist. Yeah, we missed lobbyist. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll go grab it. It's not a big deal. Now, in another video, we'll come in here and we'll actually do the PvP missions and stuff so you can see what they're like and what all the rewards you can get from doing them for like the PvP zone powers and stuff are. Because if I remember right, hyper stealth doesn't work outside of PvP. We'll check that. We'll zone out, see if it'll work or not. But those temp powers are meant to be used while you're here doing PvP stuff. You know what? We'll bounce around the longbow base a little bit. It's not actually that dangerous. Oh, we got a debuff for something, huh? Yeah, sometimes since PvP missions, we picked up -4 damage while we're out in the zone like this. In City of Heroes, that's one of the things you can do. Those PvP missions make it easier to PvP. Fortunately, PvP is kind of dead. There's not enough people into it, especially at lower levels like this. So it's just kind of whatever. And I think every time they do a server maintenance, those values get reset anyway. So there's like no permanence. Like you can't just get in here, stack up a ton of debuffs or something, and really weaken your enemy. And if you did, who are you going to fight? There it is. Crooked politician. Which means you now have bad blood. Oro portals don't work in here because a long-standing problem with PvP in the game was people actually using Oro portals to just get out of the zone. Or worse, in the middle of a melee fight or something, they drop the portal, stand next to it, and then the other person like accidentally click on it. And then they go, ha ha, I win the duel. And the answer is no, you didn't actually win the duel, you're just a silly goob. Let's see, we got about 15 minutes and an ad break about to start up. Oh man, look at that. People on YouTube are going to be like, we're talking about an ad break. Look, man, over here on Twitch, this dude named XLG, he's all like, elizibar. elizibar, you need to play ads. I'm like, all right, man, I'll do it just because you're asking me. Like, you're telling me this is good, even though I don't think it is. I've got to look at the longbow base, didn't I? Oh my gosh, guys. Sorry, see, I was already thinking about, like, I wanted to pop over to the next PvP zone, Siren's Call, and show you around that place. Grab the badges, show you the zone event there, which is not nearly as interesting as the one here. So at least the zone event here gets you something. The zone event there gets you nothing? Maybe gets you a little bit of influence, but it's not really worth it. Because there's actually 2 zone events in Siren's Call. We'll talk about them when we get there. Yep, so here's the longbow base. Oh, what hit me that hard? Nothing hit me that hard. I'm scrolling through my damage. Nothing hit me hard enough to have killed me. How much HP I got? Yeah, 1,000? There's 17 damage, 5, 5, 5, 5. We got droned. The freaking hospital got me. Alright, anyway. Drones are the thing you gotta worry about over there. The rest of that's not that scary. There's some cool areas there, but I guess we will not be investigating them today because I would prefer not to end up accidentally getting killed again. Now, of course, if you're PvPing with somebody, you know, luring them onto drones and stuff in a zone PvP like that, legit. Somebody out there probably complained about that. Oh, that's not fair or whatever. Look, all's fair in love and hand-to-hand combat. So that's Bloody Bay in a nutshell. I might come back out here and run his patrol missions, so you can just kind of experience that stuff. And we're going to see if Hyper Stealth activates when I get out here into a regular zone. So let's check that out real quick. Oh, look at that. It will. It sure will. All right. For some reason, I thought those powers were PvP only. Or maybe it's the... I think there's a vendor in Siren's Call that sells PvP stuff. Let's go there in the next episode. I'll see you in a second.